A short update on the energies. February 16, 2014. As many of you have already noticed, these incoming energies make themselves announced in all sorts of ways. Perhaps the best way to describe them is how they seem to fluctuate in wildly erratic patterns, and these seemingly unpredictable patterns of energetic transmissions will also affect you at many levels. And so, you will find yourself as if floating blissfully in a tranquil sea of good vibrations, if you will, for suddenly to feel as if your raft has been toppled over, and you flail about in choppy waters, unable to find what is up or down. So yes, these are indeed times that will be marked as extremely unpredictable, as you will never know just what they will bring around the next corner. You see, this is indeed a carefully orchestrated event, and everything that is being set into motion, will be set into motion in such a way your human mind will be left out of the loop. And what do we mean by that? Simply that all of this is done with one thing in mind, namely to help you get out of the old ruts that you have been so faithfully following within your mind. You see, this is not done by accident, but by careful planning, and as such, expect to be tossed to and fro in the most uncommon of ways in the time ahead. For we will do all we can to help you to let go of any of the old patterns and programmings that still try to keep you going in that old and set of ways, and so, whenever you feel yourself finally fully balanced, you will probably encounter something that deliberately throws you off balance again. This may sound like a callous way of doing things, but again, nothing will be left to chance here, as it is indeed vital that you no longer try to stick to the old tried and true any longer. And so, these energies will help you to do just that, by shaking the tree in any way they can in order to make you let go of the branches and finally take to your wings and fly off into the unknown. And as you all know well by now, this unknown feels so alien to you, as you think it will bring you away from everything that you still sense as the you that you have become so familiar with. And so, you hesitate on the brink of freedom, for you think you will throw away yourself if you truly let go of the old. Well, that is certainly not the case here, for the moment you finally decide to let go of that old and crippling grip on those last remnants of the illusion of you, you will finally realize that you have simply forgotten the truth of who you really are. And so, the moment you let yourself lift off, you will literally move into well-known and well-loved territory, for then, you will finally come home to the real you, and not that faint and illusory version of you you have been up until then. So again we say, fear not if you feel yourself staggering around in the times ahead, unable to find your balance for long sequences of time. For it is only an aid to make you become loose enough to let go of the old and encumbering illusory bits and pieces of disinformation that is still holding you down. And know also that you will find yourself surfing pleasantly along at times, experiencing a deep, deep sense of homecoming and bliss in between, and whenever this sense arrives, know that this is simply a small taste of what you have in store. For the vast ocean of tranquility that you will get to take a short swim in now and then is there, waiting for you to fully immerse yourself in it the moment that very last piece of old detritus has been left behind. So enjoy these brief interludes in between the shake-ups, and remember that this sea of tranquility is indeed the end goal. We hope that this will make those not so pleasant and rather rattling moments more palatable to you all. After all, they will arrive as helping hands, not as any kind of hindrance. Rather, it is simply a thorough form of helpful hints, if you will, in the form of energetic impulses that will hit home in those places where you seem to be stuck in some ways, but that will be shaken and sifted by these incoming energies in such a way, it will render them soft and pliable so that you can step away from any old rigidity that is still standing in your way. The Constant Companions. Channeled by Asia North. asianorth.wordpress.com